Hello, Maddie from Hello Interloper here with the latest in Blood Brothers news. Today I will be going over Special Dungeons number 15. And one thing to note, we kind of have a little bit of a blast from the past here. We are back to the whole arrangement of having 3 towers of 3 different difficulties, the Novice's Tower, Squire's Tower, and the Knight's Tower. So we haven't seen this for a while because we had the whole vault thing going on. So it's kind of a welcome thing to see the old format back. So basically, the Knight's Tower is where the main boss is located, with the Novice and Squire's Tower having the prison breakers that we've seen so many times before. But the new main boss is Almaze the Ice Scaled, which is a dragon, which is pretty darn cool because he looks like a crazy ice dragon. And let's look at the other evolutions. He gets a little lighter here. Then in the evolution, more spikes and a nice fierce-looking open mouth. And then the final evolution looks pretty darn crazy. So one thing to note is that he is wisdom-based. And if we zoom in here, he's got pretty high stats regarding the fact that he is a special dungeon boss. We usually didn't see any of the stats breaking 10k in the early versions of this event. So it's nice to see that they're getting progressively stronger with every special dungeon that's released. He's got 12.5k wisdom and 10k everything else except for agility, which he has a little bit lower. And he has a skill called Ice Scales, which is exclusive to him so far. It deals wisdom-based damage to all foes regardless of position, and it is a 100% wisdom modifier, meaning that it will do the wisdom amount. Well, at least the raw count will be the wisdom amount to every single enemy. So, in that case, 12.5k. Of course, there are mitigating factors. A little bit of a mispronunciation there, but pretty much he's pretty good as far as special dungeon bosses go. And he is non-tradable until the end of this event, of course. And let me go back to the main page to go over a few other things. The rewards for this are Fimble, the Freezing Sword, as a rare, and Stallo, the Glacial Giant, as a legendary. The top 250 people will be getting at least one Stalo, Glacial Giant, or Stalo, however you say it. And then Fimble, now this is kind of interesting. It seems that they have increased the pool of players that actually get Fimble. Before we were seeing it cut down to the top about 17,000, but now it's been extended to 35,000 and up, getting at least one. Now what's a little bit interesting is that there is no points reward as far as Fimble goes. There's no way to achieve a certain amount of points to get him, which is a little interesting because that's a break from the usual thing. I guess they extended the ranking rewards to make up for that fact. So, basically, usual things, Scarlet Coins, Crystal Sets, whatnot. And, Stallo, Glacial Giant, let's go over him quickly. It seems that everything here is ice-based, which is kind of interesting to see a theme going here. But basically, he's a big-ass giant with crazy, fist weapon things, gloves, whatever. Basically, he looks like, he will spike you into death, which is kind of scary. And the more extreme version, or the evolution, is Stalo Glacial Giant 2. He's got a lot of mist coming off of him, and scars and whatnot. Pretty cool. He has Chilling Blast, which is exclusive to him so far. Deals heavy attack-based damage and sometimes freezes 3 random foes. The freeze chance is 30%, and the modifier for this is a 170% attack. So basically, it will do 1.7 times the attack stat. Now, let's look at the final attack stats for a perfect evolution, that being 2 of these legendaries max level fused together. So, he does have a very high defense, high attack, high HP, and much lower wisdom and agility, which kind of makes sense for a heavy hitter. But basically, he seems pretty cool, especially because he does hit 3 random foes. So it's kind of like an improved Ice Fist, really. If I look up Ice Fist here, I will be able to show you what that is all about. Ice Fist is also a 170% attack multiplier, but does not have that freeze chance. So basically, it is a little extra Ice Fist, so pretty good. Now let's go over Thimble, because Thimble looks pretty darn cool. He actually seems to have 4 eyes, unless it seems that he has almost like a demon head on top of his head, little arms grasping, hands or whatever, grasping onto his face. So whether these are an extra set of eyes or just part of the helm, who knows, but basically he has 4 eyes, pretty cool. And some glacial looking armor. So let's look at his evolutions. He goes a little more purple in this one. And he gets a little fiercer, definitely more demonic here. And the final evolution, he has gold-plated armor. So he is also wisdom-based, which is kind of interesting because he's a kind of like the, what is it called? The actual boss in terms of being wisdom-based. But he's got very high wisdom. Next stat is attack with HP, defense, agility, all kind of lingering around 11.5k, although defense and agility, if you were to round it up, it'd be more around 12k. But basically put, his main stats are attack with wisdom being at the forefront. And he has Glacial Blade, yet again another exclusive ability. It deals heavy wisdom-based damage and sometimes freezes 3 foes, regardless of position. So in other words, it is pretty much the legendary's attack, just wisdom-based rather than an attack, and also has a 30% chance to freeze foes, 170% wisdom multiplier. So basically, a pretty formidable foe. Of course, it doesn't have as good backup stats in terms of, agility, defense, attack, HP, like the legendary, but it is a pretty good wisdom for a event rare. So, that's pretty much all you really have to know for now, other than the fact that there is another login bonus. Now, this login bonus is extra important, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. First of all, day 1 is event silver coins times 10, although it does say silver coin here. I think that this, once again, is a bug on the wiki's part. Dryad Stage times 3 is for day 2, 3 Mandrake Leaves for day 3, and Vulcan the Fireclad for day 4. Now, one thing that you must know is that during this event, there is a little bit extra. If you log in 5 days during this event, you'll be entered in a drawing to win one of 30 legendary familiars as a part of the 20 million download celebration. Another thing that you must do is look out for some new promotions because they will be revealing them soon, possibly all during this event, and we're probably going to see some good login event things, probably new event coins. I'm assuming that we're going to see the return of the whole bring back your friends sort of thing, where you send out push notifications in exchange for coins. But, they might release something new, so keep an eye out for that. And that's pretty much all you really need to know about this event. Just that we have the old format here, so if you do want the new special dungeon boss and you want to fight him, of course, you need to go into the Knight's Tower, because that is the main boss there. And then I'll just quickly open up Jame and Jace. They are uncommons that turn into rares. They're not really that great. So, they could be pretty useful for beginners, but the real deal is in the Knight's Tower. So anyway, good luck everybody, take care, and have a good time in this event.